Okay, say your name and your age.
I'm Fausto Remigio. I'm 23 years old now. Yeah.
And what is your heritage?
I'm Mexican.
Are you okay with stating your current status in this country?
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, why not? Currently, I guess you'd say I'm undocumented in a way.
Okay, hi, I'm Christina Ledeen. I work for Amigo Center. I'm not an attorney. I am certified by Department of Justice, Board of Immigration Appeals to do immigration as a non-attorney. Under immigration law, you can have attorneys doing immigration law, and you can have accredited representatives such as myself that work for a nonprofit. I work for Amigo Center. We do immigration out of 2 offices, one in Fort Myers and one in Bonita Springs. In terms of what we're here to talk about today, it's not actually the DREAM Act. We don't have the DREAM Act. What we have at the moment is called DACA. What is DACA? DACA is Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals.
I have a real social, that was given to me by my birth father, who was a resident.
When did you come to America?
At the age of 3, I believe it was, when my dad brought me here.
And how did you get here?
Honestly, I don't know. I just know the fact that he just brought me here. That's it.
Your parents didn't tell you how you got here?
No, they only told me. I asked them how I got here. They only told me that from Mexico, it was to a certain state, and that was it. From Mexico to Texas, and that's it. That's all they said.
And when did you find out that you weren't American?
I guess you would say towards like my teens growing up. I had my little suspicions, but didn't really think much of it since I was still young.
What happened?
I guess you can say reality hit, and I finally realized, and it kind of shocked me and made me a little uneasy.
What do you want to do if the DREAM Act takes place?
I would like to have the opportunity to go into the Marine Corps.
And why?
Because that's just a dream I always had even since I was a little boy. That's all that I would ever think about is joining the armed forces.
Why do you want to do that?
Because it's something that I really want to do from the bottom of my heart. It's just something I really want to do. I'm just drawn to it, I guess you'd say.
Why do you want to fight for a country you're not a part of?
I don't know, a lot of people have asked me that a couple dozen times on that. And I guess the only thing I can say is, like, I'll fight for a country that doesn't like me, but it's just because you have all this opportunity to do what you want to do with your life here. That's why. And if it's worth fighting for, it's worth doing.
For DACA, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. This was announced by the U.S. government, President Obama, on June 15, 2012, and it went into action August 15, 2012. So Amigo Center has been doing these types of cases since August 15th of this year for the people that qualify. Ricardo Scarrett, who was originally going to be here, is a private attorney here in town. He also is doing them, and so we've got his business cards up here, mine. This brochure is set out by the U.S. government, and it's in English, and we've also got it in Spanish, and this talks about this program, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. What is it? So I know earlier they talked about young people being aged 20 and younger. For this program, young would be considered 30 and under. So that's wonderful. There's more people open to this program. So if, as of June 15th, 2012, you were aged 30 or younger, you may qualify for this program if you came into the United States before the age of 16. So you came in at 15, you came in at 2 months. But you had to have been here before the age of 16. And you must have been here continuously since 2007. So maybe you came in 2006, or maybe you came in 1992. But you had to have been here continuously since 2007, June 15, 2007, and you're still here today. You had to have either finished high school, you have your high school diploma, or you have a GED, or you're currently in school, or you were honorably discharged from the U.S. Armed Forces or the Coast Guard. So we could have people right now that could be 29 years old, came into the U.S. at age 15, graduated from high school, they would have qualified for DACA. We could also have somebody, and I've seen it, who came into the U.S. at age 13, and they went right to the fields. They went to pick tomatoes. They never went to school. How would they qualify for DACA? They would need to get enrolled in school. They need to get into a program that's leading toward a GED. What is DACA going to give you? It's going to give you a 2-year work permit. Is it the end? Is it what we want in the end? Well, no, we want the DREAM Act. What's the DREAM Act? The DREAM Act will lead to the green card. But in the meantime, what has the U.S. government done? President Obama, he's opened a back door. He's opened a back door to help people. So this is going to give you a 2-year work permit. With that work permit, you can go get your Social Security number. You can maybe get a learner's permit or a driver's license. It's going to be easier and better to find a job. If you want to go on to higher education, it's going to be easier because you're going to have a Social Security number. What's going to happen at the end of the 2 years? Right now, what we've been told is if you apply and qualify in 2 years, if we don't have a DREAM Act, then you would be able to renew DACA for another 2 years. When does this program end? There's no end date. But this is a discretionary program that's been set up by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, which means at any point they could shut it down, they could end it.
What's the most important thing to you right now?
Right now, I'm trying to fix my birth certificate, which I found not that long ago, which has one tiny little error into it, which is just my the registration date. It's just one tiny little number's off. Instead of it being a 9, it's a 6. And that's what's throwing everything right now.
So that's the only reason you can't, like, get your papers or anything?
For right now, yeah. If I had that, I could take out my passport and then a form of an ID or identification. But because of that little one tiny thing, it's throwing everything off. And trying to have certain family members in Mexico to help out isn't working out as much as I thought it would.
Why?
Apparently, they always ask me for a large sum of money just for one simple thing, which I found out through another friend doesn't cost all that much. In American money, it's only $130, and that's worth a lot over there. But yet they're asking me for $700 to send over there.
Just to get your papers?
Yeah, that's from my own family.
Why?
I don't know, but I do know is that it's just not an easy place over there.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Mexico?
No, I've never been.
What?
I would like to go there whenever I get my documents fixed. I would like to, just to visit my father and my sister's burial place, I guess.
What if you were sent back?
Then I'll have to find a way of figuring things out from then on.
Would it be weird for you?
I guess in a way you can. Even though I have family there, but I never really met them or know them or anything like that. And it'd be kind of even more weird and awkward. Because I don't really know them at all.
So what does being an American mean to you?
Freedom. The actual freedom to do what I want to do. I want to accomplish a lot of things, and I hope that I get the chance to if I ever do get this one little thing resolved. I would love to do so many things. Most kids I see that have this opportunity just waste it away.
What would be the first thing you would do?
First of all, I would actually go to the recruiting center, because I've been in the recruiting center before, but I was 17 at the time, and I scored the highest on the ASVAB test that they had there for me. And they wanted to do some more, but I couldn't do any more since yeah.
So they just turned you away?
Yeah, I didn't really go back afterwards. I wanted to go back in more. Now, since I'm a little bit more in better shape, and also the fact that I've been studying even more for it.
So you're going to try again?
I would love to try again if I ever do get the chance.
Right.
I would love to, and if they accept me, I'll sign away and just go in for it.
What would being in the Marines mean to you?
Ooh, it would mean a great lump sum deal to me. Honestly, it would mean the world to me if I could just join in there. And also thinking of a career in there as well.
Why?
Because as I said before, it's just something that I'm like into. It's something that it's just something a part of me. It's something I just love. I love military stuff. I love the Marine Corps. I would honestly just think of just a career there. It's something that I like. I like that lifestyle.